we couldn't even show you what the Apollo crowd really was. They did that we couldn't air. That crowd is the toughest crowd on earth. Bruno Mars went to the Apollo to do his special because his father's a musician. And Bruno was a big star, right? His father told him, he said, son, until you prove yourself at the Apollo, you ain't nothing. That's why Bruno Mars went to the Apollo and did his special. Apollo only got 1,500 seats. Bruno Mars could sell 15,000 seats. But he had to go and see if his band was really that good, and they were. So you gotta go to Apollo to really, they did some funny man. You know, on the last time we taped the show, you remember this lady? It was this white lady that had a white mannequin. She was a ventriloquist. She decided, since she was at the Apollo Theater, she would put an Afro wig on the white mannequin and dress it black. So he put a bandana on his head, all kinds of. The Apollo management had told me, said, Steve, the woman suffers from an illness and I think you should know about it. And I said, well, what is that? She said, she's having a hard time backstage. She suffers from anxiety. I said, well, you know, this ain't the place. So I said, well, what do you want me to do? I asked the management, I said, you want me to tell the audience? No, that's discriminating. I said, well, what'd you tell me for? Because they not gonna discriminate. They don't give a about the wheelchair. They don't give a. So here comes the woman down the aisle with this mannequin. Clearly that's a white mannequin. No problem, just come do your act. But no, you put an Afro wig on it, but had the blonde hair sticking from under the wig. And so the Apollo audience is quite offended. She gets up on stage and they're looking at this mannequin and they done figured this out and they went, did she put a wig on this? So she said, is y'all ready to get started? So I heard, oh yeah, we ready. So she got nervous and the anxiety kicked in. So she started talking, but she wasn't moving the man. She got nervous and the dummy ain't even talking. So she's going, I can see y'all looking at me like something is wrong. And the dummy went, I don't want to be a part of this. The dummy knew they were in trouble. So the audience started booing. And I mean, they got vicious ass boos. And so she went, no, wait a minute, give me a chance. That ain't even talking right. And so they booed her off the stage, so she runs off stage. I mean, charges off stage. She's in the back hyperventilating. We gotta call paramedics. I mean, this woman's in the back going through it, man. It's really. So the paramedics is getting her, trying to put oxygen on. She's in there heaving, you know. I go back out on stage, and I'm talking to the Apollo audience. I said, hey, folks, I gotta let you know something. The woman that was out here was suffering from, and she suffers from anxiety. Black dude said, that Steve, this Harlem, we all got anxiety.